What's up? Dustin with Dustin's Customs here, and today I have a, what was this thing? Z Pro? I forgot the name, hold on. What did I order? ZE Super, Zoo Super, the Super. I take it they're copying Super Winch. So I recently built an entire trailer. It was a trailer sitting on the side of the road for a year. It had the toolbox front end, kind of like this one does, but it was in front of the car instead of the car under it. Sat there for a year. I finally bought it. Had it welded up for ramp overs for a dirt late model. Diamond plated aluminum, enclosed the front. Had it really nice, wired it beautifully, put in running lights. I mean, it was a good trailer. And then I traded trailer and car for trailer and car. Maybe I should have kept my trailer. I could have just cut the ramp overs off and reboarded it, and then I would have had an area for my tools. Now I got to buy a whole new trailer. But in the meanwhile, until we find a trailer, I traded the winch, my brand new Super Winch, with the trailer. Kind of dumb. I did a lot of dumb things on that trade. But, so I bought this winch right here. It was $249 on sale. I think now it's like $269 on Amazon. Z Super. And I'm going to install it on this trailer and use it until we get another trailer, and then I'm definitely keeping the winch this time. And this is a 9,500 pound winch, Bluetooth remote or whatever, wireless remote, wired remote. So we're going to go through the install and we'll see how it works. All right, so the box came with a little bit of damage, so I went ahead and opened it earlier at the house. So this must be the relay box. It's a 4-wheel drive. Yeah, I've already seen that joke online. So what is this wire? There's a wire coming out of here, a ground. That's a pretty small ground compared to the rest of these, but it's probably for the remote system. I don't know what the relay box looks inside of here. I don't really want to open it because I'm sure it's IPA rated. It's probably sealed. So there's some sort of, relay fuses inside of this thing. The wiring, it's heat shrunk. I'm sure it's just cheap wiring. I mean, the wire's pink now, it's not even red. We'll see. The remote, here's the Bluetooth remote, power, in, out. It's got an indicator light. Here's this is actually pretty comfy remote right there. So there's that, and then it came with a ground cable. Let me get all this out of the box and we'll take a look. Here's the instructions. This sucker is heavy. I don't know how much it weighs, but it ain't light. We'll get everything it comes with to show y'all. Let's get this box out of the way. The Super. The Super. It's funny. Make sure. So I will say, you gotta lift up these because there was, I don't know if I opened it backwards, but they did hide stuff on the other side of the foam. So make sure you open that. Comes with one ground cable, mounting hardware. It did not come with a mounting plate. So, no mounting plate. It does have these holes, you slide your nuts in and then you can bolt it through. So you can build your own mounting plate or you can buy the mounting plate. I'll show you what we got on the trailer here in a second. Pretty heavy duty winch. I think it's got like a 3-to-1 gear reduction, something like that. I don't think it's the fastest winch, but for 250 bucks, 9,500 pounds, really can't beat that. Here's, let's see, out. There's free spool. The free spool is really easy. Reel it back in. So that's nice. It disengages pretty easily. It looks like about a 1/2 or a 1/2 inch or 3/8 rope. Let's see, did that actually engage? See, it's in between. Uh-oh. We got our first problem. It won't. There it goes. It didn't want to click back in. That was weird. Free spool. Kind of got stuck right here. That was strange. Only time will tell. So, winch pin here. You put your little flag on it if you want to. Bolts, that's all it comes with. It comes with the guide plate on the front. It doesn't have the double-sided guide plate. Even the one I had before only had that piece. Not a big deal. Right here is your wiring diagram makes it seem pretty easy. I like how they show a different winch. I think a lot of these on Amazon are the same winch with a little different, maybe their motors, guards are different, things are different, but I think a lot of them are just the same winch, because this shows a heat sink on the motor, which I did see that one. So see right here, shows a heat sink on the motor. This one's the 1,300 pound winch on the instructions. Same wiring, I take it. And then these instructions right here show you everything. I was thought it came with a motor plate, but it doesn't. No big deal. Now I'll show you where we're gonna put it, and then we'll do the install. Okay, right here is the winch that is on the car. This aluminum's chipped, but this winch may have worked, but I just did not want to mess with it. What was that? The plug area. Here's the turn the free spool deal. What kind of winch is this? That is an actual super winch. So we'll throw it aside and maybe one day buy the stuff to try to make it work. I'm not sure. Battery cables are right here, but it's got this right here. Hopefully everything mounts. If not, I'll build a thing right there. I take it this was maybe a battery. I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's not a lot of room on this trailer. I felt the jack come loose, or the winch come loose. You see my door is open right here because this is, the garage isn't big enough. There happens to be a very large bear roaming around this property. If I can find pictures, I'll show you. A little freaky. For years I've been thinking I'm in hearing noises, and now I'm gonna creep myself out talking about it. But I'm gonna put stadium lighting all the way around this property one day, and more zip ties, because that just freaks me out. Knowing that there's a giant mosquito, giant bear. God dang. All right. Back when they made true old copper cables. You see how thin these are? They're probably the same gauge as the ones that came on that jack. Probably have the same rating. I think I just heard something growl. I'm getting freaked out. There's definitely something out there. The bear. He was fucking growling. Oh my God. Oh, look right there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What was that? See, that's what I'm talking about. I cannot shut the door, so it's a little creepy. If a bear wanted to get in, he could get in. Got my light. Oh, it's got a side light. I actually got this light for doing the boat parade. We did Toy Story last year. If I can find a picture, I'll put a picture of that. All right, let me see if I can lift this winch out. I think this one's lighter than the new one. Wow, this one is lighter than the new one. That's weird. That's a good question. It fits in there. Where does this other piece go? Huh. There's absolutely... Because it goes on the mounting plates. Duh. And since there's not a Z-Super mounting plate, there's nowhere to put that. I think I'm going to do is put uprights here and here, like that. And there's our Z-Super guide. We'll do that. And then battery placement, we'll figure out. All this stuff goes under these steps. So this goes like so. I don't know if I'm gonna run the wires forward or I might run the wires like this. So I'm probably gonna run the wires forward and then a battery here, I'm thinking. I don't really like the battery there because the car can run into it. Right here seems like maybe a good battery spot. I'm not sure. Or I could put a plate and put the battery low. We've already ran into the thing, but we drove the car up on and bumped it, so I figure with the winch we'll have more control. But yeah, so I think we'll put the wires facing that direction. That way this is on that side, the driver's side. Everything's on the driver's side. This is on the battery side. We got to put this on. We're gonna have to build some brackets. It kind of kills me that this thing didn't. There you go. Look at that. Didn't come with a mounting plate. Already threw the box away. Yeah, no mounting plate, so kind of a bummer. All right, I'm gonna stop the video here. We're gonna pick back up probably tomorrow sometime. I'm gonna look into the the bracket or whatever, and then got a battery. Then we'll finish the install. That'll be the end of the video, but when you see this, we'll be right back. So, be right back. So, here's what I came up with. I drilled those holes right there. I'm gonna mount that like that, and that'll be good to guide the rope for now. Main thing, I didn't want the rope getting caught on these things right here. So we're gonna mount this. Okay, I think it turned out pretty well. I mean, bracket to that, bracket to that. It's pretty in the center, so order battery terminals so I can connect the wires, and then this is done. So I'll probably just end the video here. I'll fire up the car, and I'm going home to eat some dinner. That makes a funny sound. Well, if that wasn't hilarious with me trying to get in and out of that thing, I don't know how. I need that fat guy window they talk about. That's going to be it for tonight, though. You know, progress. A little more at a time. A little more at a time. New trailer, new car. No, just definitely new trailer first. We'll work on the car, just building it a little better. Put this winch on a new trailer. Got to put on my tools in our toolbox. I was going to change the battery in this thing. I might just send it out for practice. It's only 15 minutes worth of practice. There's just so much to do and so little time. But I'm Dustin. This is Dustin's Customs. Hopefully we'll see you Saturday. Or you might see this after we go practice. I don't know. See you later.